What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to the mobile gaming recap for the second week of March 2019. Now last week we only had one major release, so most of this video is going to be dedicated to upcoming releases and of course the quick hits. So without any further ado, let's get into the mobile gaming recap. So let's start this video off with the one and only major release last week, which was Brown Dust. So needless to say, FG's been having a ton of fun with this game. Ever since this game globally launched, I have released a new Brown Dust video every single day, except for today, but today ain't over. I'm not doing one today, but I highly recommend that everyone give this game a shot, mostly because I just don't think the fun of the game translates to videos very well. One of the most prevalent opinions that I've seen in my comment section was, FG, the heroes look nice, all the quality of life stuff you're talking about sounds great, but the combat, FG, the combat. And I feel like if you don't actually play the combat yourself, you don't really get a feel for it. It's not going to be one of those types of games that wow you with all these anime ultimates and screen filling effects. It's just not that type of game. You're really going to get the satisfaction of this game by your formation setup in the technical aspect of the game. The best way that I can kind of describe this is that once you set up your basically your chessboard of heroes, once you have it all set up and you click that auto button and you watch all of your characters act out in the way that you set up, one or two things happen. Either you have this immense level of satisfaction because you set up a fantastic formation that's basically decimating your enemy, or you smack yourself in the head being like, oh man, I had a flaw in my formation. If I would have just tweaked one thing, I could have won. And that's one thing that I really like about Brown Dust. If you lose a match in Brown Dust, it's not necessarily just because you were weak. Sometimes it's just because you had a flaw in your formation. You just overlooked something. You didn't see what, you didn't see that kamikaze unit that was going to destroy your entire back line. It was something like that that was the deciding factor in battle. And like I said, you really can't get a feel for that when you're just watching this game on videos. However, speaking of video, if you do watch one of my Brown Dust videos, check out my epic features quality of life video, because that'll show you that this is one of those games that is going to stay in your rotation a lot longer than most games due to all of the quality of life features when it comes to finishing and automating your dailies. The number one reason why people get burned out on hero collectors always comes down to the dailies. You don't get burned out when there are too many new characters or too many collaborations or too many events or too many new raids are added. People don't get burned out on that. People get burned out of having to log in and day out, having to do the same exact dailies that they've already proven that they're strong enough to defeat. So that's just another place where Brown Dust gets my stamp of approval, being able to automate my dailies every single day so that I can focus on the things that I want to do, like Guild War, summoning my new heroes and waifus, upgrading my characters, PvPing, things like that. Those are the things I really want to do. I don't want to get bogged down with having to run the same crystal dungeon every single day. So like I said, I don't want to go through all the details that I cover in that video, so definitely check that out. Definitely check out Brown Dust, ladies and gentlemen. It was the only big release last week. What else are you doing? That is it for Brown Dust. Let's move on, FG. So looking ahead this week, it looks like it's going to be another one major release type of week with LYN the Lightbringer by Nexon arriving. So this is a brand new hero collector with an amazing art style and supposedly in a very engaging story as well. Like I said, this game comes out on the 14th, so of course I'll be there day one with my first impressions, so stay tuned. So looking just slightly ahead on the horizon, Harry Potter's brand new AR game, Wizards Unite, is now available for pre-registration. You guys know me, I always play all the AR games at least for a week. At least for a week, I'm out there sweating it all out, trying to capture dinosaurs, Pokemon, zombies, whatever it is, I'm there. So hopefully this one has a little bit more staying power compared to all the other AR games, and it should, because this one is brought to you by Niantic, the same exact company that brought you Pokemon Go. So I'm hoping that they've taken everything that they've learned from Pokemon Go and is incorporating all of those lessons into this game, because if they can take all of the things that they learned from today's Pokemon Go and just slap Harry Potter on top of it, they have a recipe for success. Now, Pokemon was a phenomenon, but if there is one IP that can capture at least a glimmer of what Pokemon Go was in its heyday, it's Harry Potter. So stay tuned for that one. That is now available for pre-registration. And last but not least, when it comes to new releases on the horizon, SINoALICE SINoALICE has now announced a global launch date of summer of 2019. We don't have an exact date yet, but we do have that window. So if you guys are not familiar, this is brought to you by the same exact director, Yoko Taro, who brought you Nier. So there's quite a lot of hype surrounding this one. This one's also going to be developed and published by Square Enix, so should be a good one. So be on the lookout for it. Of course, as soon as I know more, I'll let you guys know on the Mobile Gaming Recap. Alright, so that will do it for current and upcoming releases. It is time for the final part of the Mobile Gaming Recap, the quick hits. Starting off with Lightbringer has now released a PC client version of the game. So now you can play the game on your PC without an emulator at all, and I think more companies need to just embrace this. The way a lot of these games want you to grind, it's just really not conducive to playing these games always on your phone. So embracing a PC client like this, I think is a fantastic move. It's not the first game. Mobius Final Fantasy also has a PC client on Steam. So hopefully with Mobius, with Lightbringer, more and more companies start to embrace the PC client or embrace Steam, Epic Store, whichever. I know a lot of game companies out there do not want to embrace emulators because they feel like they don't have control of that environment. So, okay, fine. Release a PC client. We're good then, right? So hopefully this is something that we continue to see more and more in the future, because there's really not an excuse. If you look at some of these games in their Asian market counterparts, they already have PC client versions for a lot of the game. So hopefully it's just a matter of time before it's more widely embraced here stateside. So hot off the heels of their recent collaboration with Bayonetta, DX2 Liberation Shin Megami Tensei has a new collaboration with Devil May Cry 5 to coincide with the release of the PC and console versions of the same name. So DX2 heating up with all the collaborations here. Here very shortly I'm gonna find some time to revisit Shin Megami Tensei DX2 Liberation to see what all the hype is all about and see how the game is shaped up. But don't wait on me to download the game. Go ahead and give it a shot yourself. That way you don't miss out on these exclusive characters. Also, speaking of collaborations, the undisputed king of collabs when it comes to hero collectors, I'm pretty sure, is Valkyrie Connect, and they also have a brand new collaboration second time around for Neon Genesis. Also over there in the world of Destiny Child, on March the 14th, a brand new event is coming called the Rebirth Labyrinth. This event is basically surrounding getting brand new costumes for your favorite waifus. I'll be there, can't wait. And if you didn't have enough stuff to do on March the 14th, Attack on Titan Assault Open Beta is launching that day. So if you want to get a sneak peek on what this game is all about, definitely check it out on March the 14th through an open beta. Now, I tried my best to see if your progress is going to be wiped at the end of open beta, and I could not get a confirmed answer. Basically, the developers just posted the screenshot and then left. They didn't answer anybody's questions. So hopefully we'll find out a little bit more on March the 14th, and I will be there day one letting you know all about the game. Also, everyone's favorite single-player free-to-play JRPG on mobile, Another Eden, has announced 3 brand new characters to the game. Also, just slightly off topic, Octopath Traveler has also announced a free-to-play single-play JRPG is what they call it for mobile as well. I'm hoping that they're going to kind of take a page out of Another Eden's book and do the same exact thing there, which I think is a fantastic fit for that title. So yeah, back to Another Eden, 3 brand new characters along with an update which will be arriving to that game very soon. Moving on over to Looney Tunes World of Mayhem, a brand new event brings Speedy Gonzalez in his Queso Bandito cosplay. Along with that comes a brand new event format, which is 1v1 PvE, something that I've never seen in a hero collector. So definitely not revolutionary by any means, but I thought it was a neat touch to kind of go along with the theme of a Western and kind of having a shootout in the middle of town. So pretty cool. Nice job, Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. Assassin's Creed Rebellion is adding 2 brand new characters to the game and a brand new Helix Rift event that has never before been seen, a Rift in the Shadows. Now, recently I took a break from this game, not to say that it's a terrible game by any means, but I'm just gonna kind of wait on the sidelines until another major patch update releases, but I still actually do recommend this game for new players, especially if you're a fan of like Fallout Shelter, but you wanted a little bit more combat in your life. Assassin's Creed Rebellion is definitely a good pick, and hey, brand new event, 2 new characters, give it a shot. And of course, if you're a fan of Captain Marvel, all of the major Marvel games on mobile all have a Captain Marvel focused event currently underway. So no matter if you're playing Contest of Champions, Future Fight, or the game that shan't be named, there's a little bit of Captain Marvel content there waiting for you. And last but not least, when it comes to the quick hits, Ninja Voltage has a brand new event, which comes along with some super difficult missions, a re-kitted 7th Hokage Naruto, along with a Wandering Ninja re-kit Sasuke along very soon. So that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that has been the Mobile Gaming Recap. My name is FG3000, and I will see you guys next week. Until then, I'm out. Hey, you, Instagram.